to the Wrestling Bubble. This is your Monday Night Raw review. And I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie, I was fighting sleep. Look, this is the Raw after Backlash. And not much really happened. Like, we got some good wrestling tonight, but story-wise, nothing exciting. Nothing exciting at all. You got Jey Uso and a potential Gunther rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship after Jey Uso defends his championship against Logan Paul at Saturday night's main event. So basically, Jey Uso has to survive Logan Paul in order to get to Gunther. And what's that going to be on? Money in the Bank?
To get to Gunther, yeah, Money in the Bank, June 7th.
Yeah. So that story was forward between Jey Uso and Gunther, to be continued. Then we got Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. His name is Paul Heyman, and CM Punk. Oh, wait a minute. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso was involved, but he's got his own thing right now. So you got Sami Zayn, CM Punk versus Braun Breaker and Seth freaking Rollins for Saturday night's main event. They cut promos, but what did they say exactly?
Nothing.
Whole bunch of nothing. Okay, so if you missed those promos, you didn't miss anything. The show started off with CM Punk coming out to a crowd that really wasn't that excited to see him. You didn't get the super loud CM Punk cheers like you would normally get, right? When a crowd actually likes CM Punk.
No, but they was very loud when Seth Rollins came out.
Yeah, when Seth Rollins came out, they
And
were
Braun Breaker
singing his song, and CM Punk referenced, you're nothing but a song, kid, right? Okay, well, he's main eventing against you, so
exactly.
yeah.
He has won more belts, probably more than CM Punk. Well,
Yeah, definitely.
Besides that,
He definitely won more belts in
and
WWE than CM
even
Punk.
with 2 bad knees, he's still better than CM Punk in the ring.
Yeah, because CM Punk had the nerve to say something like, after he said you're just a song, kid. He said, eventually the bell's gonna ring, or the bell has to ring.
Yeah.
Basically trying to say that Seth Rollins can't wrestle or something. What?
Yeah, that was
He would wrestle circles around CM Punk. What is he talking about? Even when CM Punk was in his prime. Take Seth Rollins in Seth Rollins' prime and put it up against CM Punk and CM Punk's prime. Come on now.
in case there's any CM Punk fan. I mean, we like CM Punk, but against Seth Rollins, please.
I mean, I like CM Punk just as much as I like Sami Zayn or, Finn Balor or somebody. Like, for me, like, CM Punk isn't like The Rock or Stone Cold or even The Undertaker or Kane or Mankind or
negative.
nobody like that. I mean, I would put Roman Reigns as far as like when I'm happy that somebody comes out or cuts a promo or something. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Roman coming.
Speaking of promos, every time CM Punk was cutting his promo, that crowd was not into
on
it.
Backlash when they were like, CM Punk will be at Monday Night Raw, and I'm like, okay.
Crickets.
But I know if they say Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, will be at Monday Night Raw, something
sold out.
Something's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Something interesting is gonna happen.
CM Punk needs a change. He's being stale. Like, maybe he needs to be gone another 10 years. Because the crowd was cheering less CM Punk or more Seth Rollins and barking for Braun Breaker. That's a shame. We got heels getting cheered and babyface getting booed.
Alf, like, when it's all said and done and the story culminates and we get to wherever we're going, I hope Braun Breaker is the one that comes out on top. Because if anybody should benefit from what's going on with this whole storyline, it should be Braun Breaker at the end
Well,
of the
remember
day.
Paul Heyman, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He did say Braun is the key. And we still don't know what that key is.
The key to Paul Heyman's future. Excuse me, to Braun Breaker's future, right?
Right.
Because we already know he's a Paul Heyman guy. Okay, he's definitely gonna be a Paul Heyman guy, but I feel like since Braun is a dog, he gonna be that Paul Heyman guy that Paul Heyman can actually control. Cause Braun is gonna be like a loose, not a loose cannon, but like a dog off the chain.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, honestly, I feel like Seth Rollins just being his mentor, like teaching him the ropes and stuff.
Right.
So I don't think, honestly, I can,
It's like controlled chaos.
yeah. Like, if he wants something done, Braun Breaker is the man for the job.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically showing him like, listen, you want something around here, you take it.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's going on now. But I mean, there's been a lot of taking. Like, you had the debut of Julia and Roxanne Perez tonight against Rhea Ripley and champion Io Sky. I ain't got nothing to say about this main event.
I mean, honestly, it was more entertaining than some of the other stuff we got. But
All to me was entertaining was the New Day
yeah,
on
definitely.
commentary.
Yeah, the New Day on commentary was interesting. The match itself wasn't
Oh, you
between
didn't?
the Creed brothers and the War Raiders.
Yeah, because I
Yo,
think
and
towards
then
the
both
end,
of them have like jobber entrances.
exactly.
Holy crap! Like New Day had a whole entrance,
Eh,
and they weren't even wrestling.
no,
And then the War Raiders, like we go to commercial after the New Day, right? And then when we come back, the War Raiders and the Creed brothers are already in the ring.
embarrassing. And they're supposed to be going against the New Day. I know they're trying to make this a long story short. The Creed brothers won because of interference of the New Day attacking the War Raiders. 'Cause obviously, they're trying to stall the War Raiders storyline. I don't know if the crowd was into this match, but it sounded a lot of crickets to me.
I could tell you right now, I was into the commentary via, because the New Day was over there. And the match itself was just like a regular schmegular match. I mean, it was nothing special. But New Day on commentary is gold. And I'm
Yeah.
glad they're finding ways of getting them back on commentary so we can enjoy the. Wait a minute. Sorry. Thank God for
For
the
the
new
New Day.
day. Yeah, my bad. I had to put some respect on it. For the greatest tag team ever. Yeah. So what else did we get? We got
We had a
hold on, we
rematch.
had a Ludwig Kaiser sighting in
Oh,
backstage.
and all he did was raise an eyebrow.
Jackie Redmond asked him a few her question was longer than his reply.
Exactly.
I mean, just as soon as he exhaled and was about to say a few words, they cut the camera over and we see Jey Uso laying on the ground and Braun Breaker standing over him. And then he walks off. We get a few people backstage checking on Jey Uso.
Yeah, I feel like Nuva Kaiser might be next to be cut. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know why they separate him from Gunther. Like, this is like,
Well, the
what are we
thing
doing?
is, he's good on the mic. He's good in the ring. He has a character. The thing is, who do you put him up against right now? Like we
Nobody.
can't keep doing
Pete
Pete
Dunne
Dunne
and
and
Penta
now I know he
and
was supposed to
Sheamus.
have some kind of rivalry or feud with Ilya Dragunov, and he's been gone due to injury. So I mean, like, you gotta have something for Ludwig Kaiser. I mean, we got the greatest booker of all time, Triple H, at the head of the table, right? When it comes to creative, so surely we can find somebody as talented as Ludwig Kaiser. We can get him on the show, right? That's a layup, right?
Luke Carter's getting cut. Mark my words.
Huh?
This is the same thing they did with Giovanni. They would give him short matches, and then 2 weeks later, he was released.
Listen,
Remember, Ludwig Kaiser did a little tweet to Charlotte Flair, and I don't know if he's getting punished for it.
this would be. I mean, if he's getting punished for some, I don't know, man. It's like, come on, like, look, Kaiser is money. I mean, you want some baby faces around here besides Cody? You put him up against guys like Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. I don't know. I don't know if he did something or if he's been injured or whatever, or he just literally has nothing, no kind of story for Ludwig Kaiser. But I don't know, man. Something got to happen because he's very entertaining, and it's just like, okay, well, we know he's there, so what's going on? But anyways, what else did we have?
Well, we did actually. The match I liked tonight was AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. It was. I like it. It was good. Honestly, the crowd. I feel like that's the only time the crowd woke up, besides possibly the main event.
Yeah, I don't know. The match was pretty decent. Like,
I mean, you get a little flips here, broken back there. Both of them used to be in the Bullet Club.
nah, man. For me, honestly, this was just a regular match. This was
That's what I mean by flips here, flips
nah.
there.
I'm just saying, as far as a good match, nah.
No,
this
it was just
ain't.
a regular match.
Yeah, because there was nothing really like they're trying to like explain it on commentary as if there's some kind of stakes or there's this deep heated rivalry or there's this connection because they were both in the Bullet Club or they were leaders of the Bullet
Pretty
Club or
much.
whatever. But it's like, yo, what's the Bullet Club even supposed to mean to a WWE fan?
Exactly.
We ain't heard of the Bullet Club until like what, 5 years ago? Due to AEW and the
I
Young
don't even
Bucks
know
and
what was
all
the
that.
point of
Like,
booking
man,
this match.
please. Look,
Like, we already know Finn Balor was going to take the L from
exactly,
AJ
because
Styles.
like Finn Balor, when's the last time he won a match?
Exactly.
Okay?
Like, some of these, like, a lot of these books, like, that's why I didn't like the main event. You have Roxanne Perez and Julia main eventing.
Yeah, but let's stick to AJ Styles and Finn Balor for now. So you get interference at the end. You get Penta showing up, kind of equaling the odds, taking out Carlito and JD McDonough. AJ Styles, phenomenal form, 1, 2, 3. Thanks for showing up, Finn. Yeah,
and then,
same old,
the
same
commentary
old.
just keep talking about how Dominic Mysterio wasn't there.
Right.
So now they're going to twist that angle. Finn probably going to be like, well, I would have won if Dominic was out there.
Right.
You know, they're going to do some type of twist.
You left me hanging, pal.
Exactly.
Like,
any type of twist just to get those two to fight each other.
you know, I was always there for you when you need a little help.
Exactly. Watch.
You were nowhere to be found when I needed you the most. Yo. Yeah, Finn finna crash out. Yo. Finn is about to turn it up. Like, now he has an excuse to start acting up.
Exactly.
So there you go.
Yeah,
like
this is
that
about to
story
happen.
is actually about to get a little spicy.
It's probably going to be next week or the following week. I'll give it 2 weeks.
Yeah, hopefully. And if there's like nothing like extra next week or whatever, then nah, this story ain't going nowhere. Like, it has to be something.
It might happen before Liv comes back.
Something needs to happen in the meantime.
But you know, it would be the twist if Dominic does something first. That would
like
be
if he laughs in his face, chewing that gum, and he's like, "Yeah, I know." He'd be like, you know what I mean? Like,
he got one upper than Finn.
Right, like he was like, "I don't want you counting on me to get the job done for you." So, or whatever. Like, he's gonna say something where it's just gonna be Finn pissed at the end of the day, and
Mm-hmm.
Dominic with that grin on his face, popping his bubble gum, just laughing at him. I mean, I'm telling you, Finn is about to be on, like, just right there at the edge, just ready to crash out. It's coming.
Well, what else we have next?
I think Finn will be the one to take the Intercontinental Championship off of him. I don't know, cause
Well, who
like
knows at this point?
Finn, when he snaps, he needs to be just like diabolical. He just needs to be straight up demon without the paint.
No. I still feel like Dominic's gonna have one up. That would be the twist right there.
I mean, I would love for that to happen. But like if they do the whole thing where like him, Finn and Dominic end up feuding, like, and Dominic's more of the baby face, then Finn
Finn's
needs
gonna
to
be the
be like
attacker because
evil.
Dominic all of a sudden has fans.
Hey, whatever. But like, I don't know. It's just like if Finn's gonna be involved in this, and Dominic's already over, so it's like, are we just trying to push him a little higher? I don't think that's gonna happen through Finn Balor, but Finn could get like a character, like an attitude change or whatever out of this feud, and he can become more interesting individually. You know what I mean? As he exits the Judgment Day. So
All right, so moving on from that, we had the Becky Lynch promo, and she pretty much said, "Screw the fans" at this point.
I've got nothing to add.
Just to sum it up, a promo.
Generic promo 35.
Yeah, there's no point in going too deep into
Your
it.
fans never had my back or whatever. Just screw the fans.
And the whole Hawk thing, the what do they call her? Hoga Becky or something.
Becky Hogan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she
pretty much it.
put the whole locker room on notice. I'm coming for gold.
Yeah.
Well, right on time, because you've only been here for about 3 or 4 weeks now. Of course you're coming for gold. Surprised you. Oh, yeah, you already did win some gold on your way back. Yep. I mean, as soon as you walk through the door, they slap the gold on you. But yeah, she's just formally letting everybody know that she's coming for gold. So there you go. Somebody's about to lose a belt.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's her promo. Like, she's been listening to the media way too much. But we did have another quick little segment promo before during commercial break. You have Austin Theory telling Kathy Kelly that Grayson Waller will be battling Sheamus next week.
Yeah. Just a straightforward promo. A good promo. I mean, Sheamus just bop 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 bop. That's what I want. Adam Pearce is like, cool, make it happen. And that was it.
Yeah, I don't know if we're smelling a breakup soon, but they've been teasing this for almost 2 years. It's like, pull the trigger already. What are we doing?
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Austin Theory is going to make sure that Grayson Waller gets a beating and then a see you later. Like that's probably where the split's going to come, where Grayson Waller's going to be looking at him like, you enjoyed this, didn't you? Like, you know what I mean? After he gets beat down by Sheamus, and Austin Theory's going to be like, you're damn right.
Yeah, because right now it looks like Grayson Waller will be betraying Austin Theory before Austin Theory betrayed Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
But it would be real funny if it's the other way around.
We'll see.
Like, add a little more, oh my gosh, moment. But moving on from that segment, we have Jey Uso and Gunther segment. I'm proud that Jey won the belt, but at this point, what are we doing?
Oh, we're about to do a rematch.
Yes, because Jay's fighting Logan Paul Saturday main event, which is like, what the heck?
Yeah, and I mean, Gunther didn't come out there to talk to Jey Uso because he thinks there's a possibility he's going to fight Logan Paul. I mean, so now it's like, okay, great. We know Logan Paul's not winning.
Exactly.
I mean, it's so stupid. Thanks for ruining that.
In my opinion, Logan Paul is getting screwed from this booking that they're doing. Like, I don't want to get too deep into it, but in my opinion, he's a better ring performer than Jey Uso, and that's how I'm gonna leave it at.
You right. You right. Yo, let's get to the main event.
The main event, we have Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Julia and Roxanne Perez. Before we get about the main event, I like the pairing Julia and Roxanne. They look like a dominant duo. I don't know where they're gonna go from here now that they're finally on Raw, but I like what's going on so far.
They look hungry.
Yep,
They look like they know what they want.
exactly.
And they look like they're willing to do anything to get what they want.
Just to be on top.
So yeah. What Booker T like to say? It's about checks and championships. Oh yeah, man.
Period.
Yeah. So they bring in that type of energy. You know, they right out the gate. They're like, yo, we're not sitting around and catering
Exactly.
and on Instagram and X and all that trying to make statements. No, we're gonna make a statement in the ring, backstage, wherever we see you, it's on site. So they just letting you know, look, what they do. Soon as they came in, they went for EO, the current champ, and they went for Rhea,
the former champ.
But Rhea is like the top woman, so you got to you gotta go after her.
Exactly.
You trying to make a statement, right? So there you go.
Oh yeah, they made a statement, all right. I will say the main event was decent. The crowd was actually into the match from the beginning to the end. It really wasn't not too many botches as usual. Like Io as usually looks great. Rhea did a great job. Roxanne looked impressive. And Julia just looked comfortable.
Yeah, I like the way they're presenting Roxanne in particular, because Roxanne looked like, listen, you gonna have to deal with me.
Yeah.
Like, she be bringing it. But obviously, like, the longer Roxanne is up there on the main roster, I feel like that's when we'll get closer to that NXT Women's Champion Roxanne, where she starts to like really outsmart people and dominate, and you know what I mean, where she really gets that confidence. Like right now, she's just like, I gotta be aggressive, But then when Roxanne has made her point, that's when she's gonna start taking what she wants.
I don't know. The question is, they're gonna make it go for the main belt or the Intercontinental belt.
I could see Roxanne going for the main belt. Like, I mean, come on, that's what I was just saying. She went straight after the champ.
Yeah.
And they going after the big dog, Rhea Ripley. If they was on SmackDown, they'd be going after Bianca and Tiffany Stratton. You know what I mean? So they doing what they got to do.
No, they made a great debut. Unfortunately, they had to take the loss. Julia took the pin. Honestly, I am a Rhea Ripley fan, but she could have took the loss. You can't bring these ladies into Raw to debut finally and then already takes the L. Like, they're supposed to make a statement. They cut a great promo. Letting us know what they're here for.
Statement wise, I feel like their type of statement isn't going to always be in W's, right? It's going to be backstage beatdowns. It's going to be talking slick off the mic. It's going to be 50-50 in the ring, or, you know what I mean? Like, get the upper hand after the match, whatever. Like, they're going to be like the problem you got to deal with, Julia and Roxanne. So, I mean, I figured if anybody was going to take the L, it was going to be Julia. Because the way they're presenting Roxanne on these one-on-one matches, like where she's going neck and neck with EO, you know what I mean?
And neck with Rhea, yeah.
Just coming out of NXT. So they're keeping her strong. Julia can take an L because Julia doesn't really have that connection with the audience already. And you know what I mean? She doesn't really, they're not presenting her in that way. So Julia, once she comes around and like really gets like a little bit more respect on the main roster, I feel like that's when Julia will be put up a little higher. But right now, like right out the gate, it's Roxanne. You could just see it, like the way she's going toe to toe with like Io and Rhea already.
Yeah, I just hope they finally start making her take some wins because she lost to what Tiffany Stratton already, Rhea and Io. So it's like I hope they're not gonna book her like she cut these great promos, showed this great performance in the ring, and then always taking the L.
Hold on now. Although I don't like the way she's taking L's, right? At least it's against the top women, right? At least it's not against like Kairi Sane or Chelsea Green, or you know what I mean? At least it's like against the top of the top. And even though she's taking a loss, she's looking strong in a loss each time. And then, like I said earlier, she didn't take the pin in this. Julia did. So that's letting you know it's like they see Roxanne as a top star.
Mhm.
Like she'll be a top star in WWE. Julia, she'll get there, but like just right out the gate, they're already giving like Stephanie Vaquer and Roxanne, the push. So
Yeah, Stephanie's supposed to be coming to Raw soon too, so that's gonna be interesting. But other than that, Rhea is the one that pinned Julia with the 1, 2, 3 after she hit the riptide, the
yeah.
finisher. I'm We'll see what happens because I have a feeling this storyline is not over yet.
Oh, definitely not. Like this is like literally the beginning of this. This is This is all these different women that are all gonna go against each other in the future, one-on-one matches and whatever, triple threats, fatal four ways, etc. This is like the introduction. Hello, my name is Rhea. Hello, my name is Io, Genius of the Sky. My name is Roxanne the Prodigy. I'm gonna be a problem. And my name is Julia, the Beautiful Madness. You gonna remember me.
Because she's gonna create chaos.
But yeah, like these are all main eventers in their own right. And then you have on the other side, SmackDown, you got like the future, whatever is over there. So, but right now, like the women's side of things on Raw is like looking really good.
Now we just need to get SmackDown on this because right now SmackDown's looking very weak.
Right now, Naomi's carrying the women's division on SmackDown over there where her character work.
Yeah, because ain't nobody feeling Jade like that. She's still green the ring. So I don't know what they're doing. Naomi needs to go ahead and start getting some W's.
Yeah, but we'll get to that whenever Friday
Friday
Night
night come.
SmackDown comes around. So, what is your overall thoughts of this Monday Night Raw?
I feel like it was rushed. Not enough drama. I can't even tell you like what was big happening because we had mostly repeat matches like Penta versus Chad. Of course, Chad lost again, and then Michael Cole's talking about El Grande, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. This Raw was forgettable. Like, yes, some of the matches were pretty good, right? But at the end of the day, if you missed this Raw, you didn't really miss anything.
No,
So that's how I feel about that. If I was ranking this like 1 through 10, this would be like honestly, this would be like a 4. This was not like I'm just glad it wasn't 3 hours.
tell
I
me
mean,
about
I'm
it.
I'm just so glad this was not a 3 hour Raw.
Yeah, yeah. I can look at the watch. I'm like, is it almost? Oh, thank God, the main event. Because it was like nothing really happening to me. Even like the beginning with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, like they had some decent exchange of words and everything, but it's like okay, like
Nothing
now
exciting. Like
now Seth built this group, and now they're starting to look weak already against what Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and CM Punk. Like
I'm gonna tell you what
seriously,
this Raw did to me, right? This made me miss The Rock. This made me miss Roman.
talk to him,
This made me miss the OG bloodline.
talk to him.
Hold on, moment of silence on that one. Oh my gosh. this made me miss when WWE actually felt really good again. That's what it made me miss. Because right now, I'm watching Raw hoping that this week it's good. I'll be watching SmackDown hoping that this week it's good. And I mean good top to bottom, like where it feels like, oh my God, I'm glad I watched that. Like watching this Raw, I was like, man, I was thinking of all the things that I could have been doing, like while Raw was on. Cause like as I was watching that, I was like, man, that happened. Yeah, like nothing. So yeah, about a 4 out of 10 for me. And I'm just hoping next week's Raw is better than this week's.
Yeah, because y'all
And
need
that's
to
not
build up.
saying much though. That's like low expectations.
Very low expectation. And now you have, I mean, speaking of even lower expectation, I'm so confused about Gunther. I thought he was going to explain why he shaped Pat McAfee's hand.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but we just completely ignored that.
Instead, he's going to insult Jey Uso again that he's not WWE World Champion material.
Hey, I tell you what, let's just run back that match and we'll just have a rematch and we'll see who the best wrestler is. And yeah.
And remember, it's that Money in the Bank. So whoever wins that briefcase can cash in at any time. I won't be surprised if this is a screw job match for Gunther.
Probably, but I tell you one thing, it's gonna be a very boring story getting there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Right now, you keep seeing Jey Uso pop up with Seth
Yeah,
Rollins and
yeah.
Braun Breaker and all that stuff, right? Because CM Punk and Sami Zayn are involved. You got promo between Jey Uso and Gunther. Okay. If you should win at Saturday night's main event, and I hope you do win, Jay. I hope it's you. You know, and I'll see you at Money in the Bank, whoever the winner should be, right? And then Jey Uso gets attacked backstage by Braun Breaker to remind you that this is actually the bigger storyline he's a part of, not his actual World Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah, he's walking around with the belt, but really it's like an afterthought at the same time.
It'll be interesting if Seth Rollins wins the briefcase and cash in.
I mean, man, do we want to see Seth as the champ again? I would think somebody more like Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Braun enters the man's Money in the Bank, dominates, okay? And then he takes that belt at the end of the night.
Oh, it's good. Hope to dreams. So that concludes our Raw.
And I feel like, hold on. I feel like that'll be a Paul Heyman idea right there.
Yeah.
Because you remember, Paul was all in his ear last week. So I'm just saying, like, if it would be nice if they did something like that, but we'll see. So I guess that will have to conclude this Monday Night Raw review from the Wrestling Bubble. If you've made it this far, thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. We'll have more coming for you. All right, that'll conclude this episode.
And make sure you turn on the notification bell.